It wasn't a long story of how both of you found your way to one another. You lived in a tiny bungalow outside of the city. He lived in this village too, but in the woods. His family did own a big house where every member had a spacious form, but most of them liked to stay in their werewolf form. It felt more familiar. So he barged into your room once. It was around midnight and the full moon was in the zenith of the day's night. The glass door to the balcony was opened forcefully, and the cold post-winter air came rushing in. Spring was just starting, so it was chilly. "Oi!" A deep growl erupted from a dark form. You only had the light of a lamp on your desk and your laptop screen. You worked hard on a project and wanted to pull an all-nighter. The moment the balcony door was torn open and the wind sent the curtains flying around with the breeze, you flinched hard and a shiver ran down your spine as you heard the voice of a person. You actually thought this was a robbery or something. Who else will visit you like this in the middle of the night? You didn't recognize the voice either. You turned around slowly, your eyes being met with fiery red ones. Did he wear contact lenses as to avoid giving hints about his looks, since you would call the police later and had to give a rough description? Many thoughts flooded into your mind. It felt like an eternity since the guy entered your room, but only mere seconds has passed. Suddenly, he demanded, "Stand up, human." If you weren't confused before that, you definitely were now. Did he just call you human? You stood up nonetheless, your body not shaking though. You couldn't explain why, but you felt safe even though this man broke into your room. He disappeared from where he was standing. Then his face was directly in front of yours. You could feel his warm breath on your lips. Your eyes opened wide, your breath hitched, your whole body stiffened. He dissolved into the thin air once again, shutting your laptop and turning off the lamp, resulting in utter darkness. The only way to make anything was with the help of the moonlight. He moved so fast, you felt the air coursing around you with every move he made. And then you heard him breathing right behind you, into your neck. Who are you? You finally figured out how to speak human language again, speechlessness having consumed you the minutes before. "Shh, how troublesome. I'm your mate," he replied, his hands finding their ways to your waist. He buried his face in your neck, taking in your scent and stifling a moan. "Damn it, I didn't know it would be this intense." Your eyes looked like that of a bee in Pokemon. Your mind was empty. You couldn't find the words to describe the situation. You felt like you belonged into his embrace, finding that thought really creepy though. You didn't know this person. He could be a rapist or a murderer, and you just got this infatuating feelings overwhelming you. "You must feel it too, right? These feelings of belonging to each other?" he said, just like he read your thoughts. "Tch, I really want to take you, but I guess I should explain it to you first." He moved away from you. You observed his form going to the balcony where the moon shone brightly. Then you finally got to look at the mysterious stranger. Blonde hair, red eyes, strong body, and animal ears? You held a hand in front of your mouth, unsure whether to laugh or be afraid. Why would he dress up? "I'm a fucking werewolf. Don't you dare think I'm some kind of fetishistic human or something," he growled angrily. Your feet moved before you collected yourself, like your body knew what to do. You stopped in front of him, noticing the big tail that swayed between his legs. He reached up, not the least bit afraid. Touching his wolf ears, you could feel the warmth and real fleshy texture under his soft fur. He moved them too, an irritated expression plastered on his face, but a small blush toning his cheeks. You went around him and petted his tail, being taken in by the realness and murmuring, "I'm dreaming, right?" You positioned yourself to look at him frontally again, staring at him. How could werewolves be real?
You're not dreaming, though. I understand why you might think that, since you've never seen the werewolf this handsome before.
He smirked. I don't recall having met any werewolf at all, so just explain to me what the heck is going on. You were amused by his character. He told you everything, from the existence of werewolves to the destined mates thing. I'm surprised by how cool I am with this right now. You were still contemplating whether you were actually in a dream or not.
Your soul responds to mine. They are linked. They belong together. As cheesy as that sounds, you're mine now, if you want to be or not.
He leaned in and his lips lingered right above yours. Surprisingly, you were the one to close the space, kissing him passionately. He was slightly taken aback, but was unable to control himself now that he has your consent and is aware of the bliss he feels when touching you. You felt like you were on cloud 9, in heaven, in paradise. It was too much. Your lips molded into each other perfectly. It even felt as though the moon approved of your relationship, shining even brighter onto both of you. Not wanting to separate ever, your lungs still longed for air, so you did. You breathed a bit heavily, looking at him with rosy cheeks and lidded eyes.
So, you wanna provoke me, huh? With this alluring expression of yours.
His thumb grazed over your red bottom lip, his tongue licking over his own hungrily.
I'm containing myself just this once, since you have so much to process. Next night, you're in for a long ride. Did I mention that us werewolves have 100 times the stamina of humans? I won't go easy on you, human.
Listener, not human. You grinned up at him. Always ready to take you on, wolf boy.
Katsuki Bakugo, the name of your lover and mate for all of eternity. So remember that.
With that, he pressed a second, but brief, sweet kiss onto your lips and disappeared into the night. You could hear a loud howl mere seconds after he stormed off. You were dying to see his werewolf form, heck, even just spending time with him in general. So much new input was just waiting to be processed. So you closed the door to your balcony and went straight to sleep, knowing that this event wasn't a dream, thankfully. Okay everyone, this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Comment any suggestions or fanfics you want to read. Goodbye. Have a nice day.